Enphase Energy. This is probably the most important video I've ever made on my channel. In this video, it's an urgent video. In this video, I'm going to tell you the best case scenario, the worst case scenario, the price target, what happened last night, where I see the price going, what I am doing with my money, what you didn't pick up from the earnings, what was missed, the points that you never picked up. Are you an investor or are you a gambler? We're about to find out, and we're about to make a lot of money, and some of you are about to lose a lot of money. In this video, I'm going to break it all down and I'm going to share with you my actual positions, why I've just gone all in with my margin at 8%. I don't care how much it costs me. I'm going to buy as many shares of Enphase as I can. Why? Where the price is going, the threat from Tesla, what the CEO didn't tell you last night, and I'm going to point it all out in this video. So buckle up and get ready for probably the most important video I've ever made for the credibility of my account and the stability of my portfolio and my personal wealth. Let's get straight into it. If it's your very first time here, please do click subscribe and ring the bell. I bring out breaking news all the time. I study my stocks up to 10 hours a day. I'm live in the studio, and also tap the like button to share this message out. Maybe if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you want to share this message out so you can short the stock and try and drive it to zero to make me look silly and make me lose all my money, or you agree with me and you want everyone to know all about what I'm about to do and what I've already done and so on, and click the like. That will share it out to more people. So Enphase Energy, last night we had a blazing, terrifying earnings. The markets went down, the share price went down, and what did I do? I kept buying and buying and buying. I was in this stock at 150. I'd started to double at 120, 110, and then 190, and then I doubled again at 80. I have now got 129 shares. Now, for some of you, that might not sound a great deal. For me, it's a huge amount. It's currently 14% of my portfolio. Very quickly could become 30 or 40% of my portfolio. I've gone all in on margin, and I'm going to tell you why I've done it. So let me get straight into the trade and share with you my position so you can see I share everything on the screen. You can see there is my position. I've got, it's now coming up to 14%, 129 shares. Maintenance margin is turned on. I've used it. I've gone all in. Let me share with you my buys so you can see my buys. 15 shares at 80, 15 shares at 80, 10 shares at 82. You can see it all there. So everything is fully apparent to you. So there's no manipulation whatsoever. Now, why have I done it? And what is the point that everyone has missed? First of all, are you a gambler or are you an investor? First of all, if we look at the growth of Enphase Energy, it got massively overbought. It started around $5.73 and it had a rise way more than Tesla. Absolutely bonkers. People went mad. These were investors. These were gamblers. Okay, and now the gamblers are going, hey, I don't like this, I'm going to short the stock. I've been bombarded with short messages and emails all night, and I love the shorters, even though I don't agree with it. I never short any stock. I don't like the mentality of trying to destroy an economy, trying to put people out of work, trying to damage an industry that can change the world for the better. I hate that philosophy. However, I understand it. I know why people do it, and I'm glad they do, because it presents me opportunity to buy a great company. Now, I am an investor, not a gambler. I study, I work 10 hours a day, research the stock, and I heard things last night that many of you didn't. And if you did, you wouldn't have sold the stock. However, you missed it, and I'm going to point out what it is. It was mentioned, and I'm about to also share with you some valuations as well, very important valuations. It was pointed out that Tesla, what if Tesla now rises? And we all know that Tesla is increasing its output on solar. Can Tesla wipe the floor with Enphase Energy? First of all, I'm going to explain why it can't. First of all, even if Tesla could ramp up and increase on all of its its solar output, the solar industry hasn't even begun. It's just at 1% of its global reach. It's got such a long way to go. so it's the right time. Just like EVs, it's the beginning of the industry. There's so far to go. When everyone's got solar, which everybody will in 20, 30 years, absolutely no doubt about it, and I'll explain why in a minute, then different story. But right now it's the beginning. So even if Tesla was able to produce the best solar battery, the best solar technology, the best solar everything, first of all, they don't do an all-in-one system the way Enphase Energy does. But even if they could, they couldn't make them fast enough to supply the demand anyway. That's the first thing. The second thing is Tesla has a completely different approach to their solar than Enphase does. Enphase is about the optimizers. It's an all-in-one solution from the storage to the power, the whole thing. It's a completely different system. I know Tesla have a Powerwall and all the rest of it, but Tesla have it much greater expenses. Enphase Energy, Enphase margin, as they demonstrated last night, is rapidly increasing. And the reason why it's increasing is they don't have the expenses the same way as any other company. It's by far the best solar company in the world. It's why I invested in it, not gambled in it. And because they have their installers, and their installers have the expenses of running their businesses, Enphase Energy can simply sell less inverters. They don't want to reduce the price. Why should they? They don't need to. Rates are going to come down in the spring and the summer, and this industry is going to explode. I have never heard a more honest CEO. He told you that the share price, that things would go down in this quarter, and even painted a worse picture next quarter. That is exactly what Warren Buffett looks for. Companies with huge margins, increasing margins, global dominance, not just USA, global dominance that have extremely high potential value, but and great margins, but at the moment are beat up because of external macro conditions like the interest rates, which are going to come down. So that's what you're investing in. Now, unlike Tesla, Enphase Energy are going to wipe their expenses are far less. And they're not only less than Tesla, they're far less than all the other solar companies. Over the next year, many solar companies are going to go bust. Then where's everybody going to go? They're going to go to the one company that has a perfect balance sheet, that understands the market, that still has enough money to reinvest in the market. They've got the new EV chargers coming out. They're still investing in innovation and research and development. And the most important part I haven't come on to yet. I'm just about to. So they are prepared for the future. All the other companies, many of the other solar companies will go bust, and Enphase will clean up. They already have global domination, but things are slowing down. But they're not reducing their prices. They're not reducing their margins. They, if you like, are the iPhone of solar. They are simply waiting, and they're doing the right thing while reinvesting in their business. Now, there's two more points I want to bring before I end this video. First of all, last night, a CEO cannot manipulate the stock, cannot tell you their intentions when it comes to buybacks. We know there's a buyback program in place, but what the CEO didn't tell you, which was kind of in between the lines, I believe, having made friends and connections with Enphase. People follow me on my X account, and if you want to follow me, go and check out the links above my head and down below in the description. I believe what they were telling you last night, that it would make sense for them to buy back at this valuation. We had a bit of a bounce this morning. It rose a little bit, but I think any moment we could get a buyback from Enphase Energy and the stock would rise 30%. 30%. And reason why I say 30% is, let's look at the most important metric of all. First of all, margins are increasing. Global dominance is already there. We know that they are that when the rates come down, this industry is going to explode. Everyone knows it's going to explode. Wall Street do not like waiting around. Everyone's dumped the stock. They don't like waiting around. They want to make money today, but they are missing the point. They are gamblers, speculators, missing the point. Right now, you are buying the business at the best valuation price per share than it has been in history. Not when it shot up and was crazy. That was overvaluation. That was ridiculous. That was speculators. That was gamblers. The company has grown since then. Yes, it's reduced its expectations for the next few quarters. However, that's the time to buy the stock. Let me demonstrate what I mean. If we look at the best case scenario for the stock, if we say the stock is worth $247, it is 67% undervalued right now. 67%. Now, that best case is for me more of a base case within 6 to 12 months. So even at a best case today, I think that is under expectations within 6 to 12 months. If we go to the base case, which is regarded as the general case for valuing a company, we are looking at 37% valuation. Now, this was done at today's opening price of $80. We are already at 83, so it's already going up. Worst case scenario, 80. If we value the shares at 77. If we value the shares at 77, we are overvalued at 6%. But of course, we've already risen. We're up to 83 now, and it could easily go to over $100 today in a second. So, in my opinion, just looking at the numbers, looking at the business, looking at the facts, the company is dramatically oversold. There's only one way for this company to go: up. Other businesses are going to go bankrupt. Enphase Energy will take the global market. We know solar is the future. And if you don't even believe in solar, take it from me, from someone who has solar on my British house in the UK. My house is off-grid. Fantastic. It pays all my electric and I earn money from the government. That's the first part. The second part is the EV explosion. We're going to need more power. We're going to need more solar. This is the company to deliver it. When all the other companies during this downturn go bankrupt, Enphase is primed to take the business. Right now, it's massively undervalued. I put my money where my mouth is. I've gone all in. I have literally put all the money I've got. I've gone in on margin at 8%. I 100% believe in it. That's my story to you today. So, last night, many of you said the CEO sounded angry, sounded frustrated. I liked the passion of our CEO. I liked the passion. I think he was right because he understands the business. He can see the future of the business, but he doesn't like speculative gamblers. And the industry and the stock was full of speculative gamblers. Now they've sold out. Now they're short in the stock, trying to destroy the company. Thank you, because now I have bought from 180 to 150 to 100 to 90 and now to 80. I'm currently running at 23 down. I've not sold a single share. I think I've explained my best case, worst case, and base case for the stock. I'm 100% committed. I'm not selling any, and I won't sell any unless I have to for margin reasons to trim off anywhere above $150, $180, $200. Wish me luck. If you are shorting the stock, good luck to you too. But remember, shorters always lose always win the battles, but always lose the wars. If you want more information on Enphase, click above my head for the poll. More information as I post it on my X account and my newsletter. You can sign up for that. And over here, you can hear the earnings from last night. I've enhanced the earnings so the audio quality is better and improved it for you. Go and check that out as well. As always, take care of your money, take care of yourself, take care of your crypto. Most importantly, do your research, learn why you invested in the first place, and even more importantly than that, take care of each other.